Okay, hello. So today we have another. No, actually not. We have this. So I need a new graphic card, and I have a friend that is into mining and bitcoining, so I could have asked him, but I really wanted one that is broken, and he might have had some, but I found this on a website, and it was only with shipping 20 euros or 19 euros. It's an old card. It's a Gigabyte Windforce 780 GTX, and it's not the TI version, and it has no picture. Now we are not gonna just plug it in, because with the clips that I have seen, that's stupid. You could blow something up. We are first going to measure, at least from the 12-volt lines, that we don't have a short to ground. That way we could be more comfortable. And we're gonna do a visual inspection also. We don't see very much unless we take this fan off, so we're gonna have to do that. And I actually went over this backside, and it's really good. It looks really fine. So I can't find anything wrong here. So we are just going to now open this up, and then we can look at the other side. So let me get my tools, and then we start opening this. Alright, I never opened a GPU before, or actually opened. Take away the heatsink, but let's open some screws here and see if we can get the heatsink off. And there is one. Okay, oh, it's coming off. Yeah, good. Now there is one. Okay, it's not holding the heatsink. This should now come off. Yeah. Okay. Power connected to the fan. Yep, it's coming. Okay. It's not too dry. Somebody been into this? Well, you can easily tell if somebody has been into a switch, but in this case I have no clue. Alright, so let's start to measure the ground and to the 12-volt lines from all these coils. These two, this, and this. There's an excellent video about this. I will link the below. It's long, but it's really good. If you're into fixing graphic cards, you have to watch that. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hook this up here, and then I'm going to put one probe into this is a 6-pin collector. I don't have an 8-pin yet, but I will make one. But I think the card might work with this too, but we are now in a checking mode anyway. So yeah, from these 12-volt lines to all these coils, and we'll see if we have a short somewhere here. And also from this other connector, from all the 12-volt lines, and also from the PCI slot. I will go through here and check. And if I found some, after that I will also check the ground. if we have some sort of short to ground here. Now these should be really low. These should be, it's actually just fine. 5.5 ohms is okay. But if we have like 0, then we have a problem. So yeah, I will start measuring and I'll get back if I find something. Okay, so I find a little problem here around this coil here. Now, first I actually already found two problems and maybe a cause to this. Let's take this out. Now, if we measure from this PCI slot here, I will put a small diagram of which pins are what pin out up on the screen. You can watch there. The first three here, let's take the microscope and so yeah. Okay, so the first pin here, this one, that's a 12 volt line. Now this should show something, shows an open line here. And if we go up a little bit on this board, we find a fuse here, F5 it says, 10, maybe 10 amps. Now if I go from this 12 volt line here to this, we have a connection there, but if I go to the other side we have nothing. And if I check the fuse, we have, it's blown. However, why does this blow? Well, if we check this other side here, we know that this should be 12 volt. Let's check this to ground here. We have a short. Now that's not good, and it might be that we can't fix this, but I found a short here too on this connection here. I don't know what these show. Now these show some value at least, and these show better values. Yeah, but this one is a short. And if we check from ground here, we have a short to both sides. Now I started looking with microscope on all these components here, and I found something that might be the problem here. Right beside this right here, beside this big round cap C197 here. It's upside down, but for me, I don't know which way it's for you. Yeah. If we check, first of all, let's check from this coil here to this component. Oops. Yeah. We have a dead short and we have a short there. Now let's look at this component a little bit before we throw this away. Let's see if we can get this on. Take this down and let's zoom in real good. Now this component seems to have a crack in it. I don't know, but this just looks like it's not healthy. had that crack in it from the beginning, and if we look at this above, I mean, look at how clean that is compared to this one. I have been scraping a little bit, yes, but there is a crack in it. So since it's connected to this coil that is to this coil here that is also shortened, I think we could try to remove that thing, and if we can get away the short away from the 12 volt line, then we can replace the fuse. And if we also have the short away from the coil, then we can actually plug it in. Now I don't know what value that cap is, and I don't think it's needed for testing, but I think I'm going to have to put one back. I have to find out what value it is, if that's the problem. Let's take it away and see if we can get rid of the short. Alright, so let's remove the bad cap, or shall we say the cap that we think is bad. C197, yeah. If anybody knows the value of that, I would be really happy to get it, so I can put the replacement there. But now we're just gonna rip this thing off the board and test it without this. There is enough cap on this motherboard to work without this one little component. It is coming, but boy was it stuck. Alright, come on. There we go. Okay, and then we clean it up, so at least it looks a little bit better before testing. And yeah, let's clean away the old flux, or the dry, or the sticky flux actually, and then we're ready to test it. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so that was a little bit harder than I thought. That stuck really well to the board. I even with low melt solder I just couldn't get it, and I didn't want to use hot air. I wanted to try that technique, but yeah, let's go now. And here we have the component, and let's measure this now. Let's measure this and see if it's shortened or not first. So that should be a cap, so it should not be shortened. But it is. Both ways. Oh yeah. So that means that we actually could have found a problem. Now let's check to this coil again from ground. Come on. Oh yeah, we have a measurement. Alright, let's check from the 12 volt line to ground. Oh no, we do have. Not anymore. For a while. Well, it got better. It got better by removing that. Now I need to find a replacement cap, and I need to find a replacement fuse, and then I can fault find further. Okay, so now we need to change the fuse here, and I have this old motherboard with a fuse with a number 7 on it. So yeah, that's the only one I have at the moment before I order a new one. But we're gonna grab that, probably a 7 amp fuse, and then we're gonna put it here instead of the what I think is a 10 amp fuse. So yeah, let's do that. Let's pop this under the microscope and let's do this. All right, let's remove the bad fuse. It came off quite easy. This replacement fuse came off really easy. The solder was really good there. And yeah, let's just put it here and hope this will be efficient to work for a while at least, so we have time to test it. But yeah, that looks good. So let's go forward. Okay, so we have a new fuse here, and we also have from 12 volts here a short, but 12 volts probably should go here, where it then separates into a lot of different voltages. So I didn't really find any info about it, but I think we're good to go now. I don't know if this fuse, as you saw, it's a little bit bigger than the one that was there. Right, let's test. Let's turn it on. Hope for no smoke. Hope for picture. Yes. I have 2 6 pins connected. I thought that would be enough. Alright, so this card, it wants 2 4-pin connectors, and or it needs that, and it needs it because it has a sense pin in the end here. It's gonna sense what kind of connector you put in there. Now I can get a 6-pin connector here to fit in here, and I thought that this would be enough. I didn't know about this, but apparently they want to make sure that you give it enough yellow lines for the amps it's gonna draw. Well, we have enough here now, and if we ground these 2 wires here and these 2, it's gonna believe that we have a 4-pin connector in here. So let's just do that. I will do that fast here now, and then we hook it up again, and that should give us a picture. And then this video will be complete. So let's do that now and test. Alright, so we have our soldering done, and I have another power supply, and also I made a little better cable. So let's test this now. We get picture. Yes, it works. All right, so good, it's done. All right, so that's it. Here it shows how important the visual inspection is that I could find that little crack in that capacitor. Otherwise we could of course have injected a little bit of voltage, and it would probably have got really hot, and that way we could have found the problem, but I'd rather do it this way. So yeah, this was really cool. I'm going to use this, that's why I bought it, but now I'm thinking about if I should buy more of these. Maybe a little better one at some point, but yeah, I have a couple of switches to fix also, so this was just a temporary little fix. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I put links to a couple of videos down there, and that you can have a look up if you are interested in also trying to learn about graphic cards. This clip is really good, and yeah, well, thank you very much for watching, and have a really good day.